Welcome back to Australia's hottest podcast, Who the Fuck Are These Guys? Proudly presented by the seasonal liquid Delgado's Mako Shark. It's been a big day. It's been a day of highs. It's been a day of lows. But, Jesus, it was a jam-packed episode. Jam-packer, Terry Packer.
Huge day today, mate. The Volk model lost, but it doesn't mean the podcast stops. We are excited. We've got Jacob from Hex coming up. We've got worldwide exclusive news dropping today on the pod.
We're not journalists, but Jesus Christ, we can break news when we want to.
Absolutely we can, mate. We're going to go through UFC 298. We're going to go hard on it. Our man didn't get the chocolates today, but we fucking love the bloke. I'm not sure I can swear, Matthew, but we're going to do it anyway. So let's
swear, it, swear your jocks off, mate.
Should we get into it?
Get into it. Cheers in a sip, I reckon, Mako Shark. Big episode, Australia's hottest. Tune in now.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Welcome back to Who the Fuck Are These Guys? How are you, Mako Shark?
It's a good question, Matthew. It's a very, very good question on this very special episode of Who the Fuck Are These Guys, mate. Normally I say I'm feeling good, Matty. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling chipper.
Yeah,
I'm up and about. I'm ready to roll. But this week, mate, I don't know how I'm feeling, to be honest. I'm quite emotional.
Not chipper?
Wow. For anyone out there, obviously you saw what took place today, Matthew. Alexander, our man. Our friend, Alexander Volkanovski.
Close friend, confidant.
Confidant, family member of the pod.
I've actually added him to my speed dial.
Mate, he's on the poison control on my speed dial.
If we had a MySpace top friends, he'd be number one.
He fought today, Matty, and look, it didn't go quite the way we wanted. Okay. We're going to get to it, but I'm doing all right, actually.
Yeah, look, it is what it is, mate. We talk about it many a time. How many episodes have we done? It's
108 this week.
Correct. So we say the sport can be a cruel mistress, can't it?
It's a fucking
it's a cruel mistress. It gets you in and then it just shatters your whole world.
Dirty fucking mistress.
It's no good. It's no good, especially when a really close friend is fighting Mako Shark. And we found out today that it sucks actually. I don't like watching people, fight though. That's the problem for me. I can't wait for 299 where I can just have a loose and lazy viewing.
We've had people on the pod, Matthew, that told us, like, you think you love sport. You love the sport, do you? You love MMA. Mate, wait until someone you know gets involved in it, a family member, a mate.
Oh, boy.
It's the quickest thing you could possibly think of that will just ruin the sport for you.
It's ruined it for me.
Mate, today was tough.
It was my baby girl's second birthday today. It was supposed to be the second birthday.
Shout out the baby girl.
And we're drinking Delgados, by the way, of course. But it was a second birthday Volk celebration. We combined it. And we had all the family. There was a lot of family sitting around watching, excited.
Chock-a-block.
And the air went out of the room, didn't it? And the kids picked up on the energy.
How's the poor little girl, second birthday, having a great time, running around with a little dinosaur on a leash, having a great time. And then she looks over, her dad, her bloody godfather, her uncle, her bloody this and that. We're all just distraught on the couch
Pillows
crying.
overhead.
Pillows overhead, razor blades to wrist. It was all happening. It must be said today. Anyway, we'll get into it.
Well, the elephant in the room is still I'm wearing a bright yellow rugby jersey, Mako Shark.
Let's get it.
This was supposed to be a celebration. It's a one of one. It's footy, Matty. See,
that is a signed Warilla Gorillas rugby jersey signed by the great man himself because he's family, so of course he sends down signed rugbies.
Well, it's thanks to our man Anthony
Pallone. But look, it was going to be a celebration. We had the fucking champagne ready. We had the flutes. We're going to fill them. We had the streamers, the confetti.
It's twice in a row this has happened to us.
It's a fucking tough
gig,
mate.
Got up at 4 a.m., went to the Royal Derby, shout out to the Royal Derby, our great supporter, and we were ready for one of the best days ever, weren't we, that day? Oh. And then today we're ready for one of the best pods ever. I think maybe we shouldn't be, counting our chickens before they've hatched, Mako, because maybe we're the Moz job.
We've counted our chickens, our hens, our roosters. I'm not sure who's having sex with who. It must be said. Something's missing.
Someone needs to be having sex with me later to bloody curb my energy because
I'm done with sex, mate. I'm that flat. I am done with coitus, mate.
What about the Brunswick? We do the Brunswick?
I haven't got the energy for a Brunswick, mate. I'm done with it. Coitus can take a hike, hit the showers. I'm flat as a tack.
About the Brunswick later. He'd be thinking, what the hell are these blokes talking about?
For people that listen to the pod, they know about the Brunswick. But look,
where do you want to go with this? Firstly, should we just get a little bit about our man off the top? Because it was going to be a celebration, but it can still be a celebration, mate.
Well, first we've got to thank our boys.
Sorry, we do.
Delgado.
Proudly presented
to the best tequila soda in the country. This is the only thing right now that actually is giving me some sort of life, bringing me back down to sort of earth. So
I came in a car and I was like, how am I going to do this? Had one sip of that and I went, that's how.
Delgado's is the boy. So get around it, find it. It's out there. It's delicious. But
website for a stockist.
Yeah, check your local stockist. But
What else?
yeah, let's get into it. Our man Volk, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, righto. We're going to get serious now, nitty-gritty sort of stuff. Didn't go his way today, obviously.
No.
Must be said.
No.
We're man enough to admit it. But I thought we were going to come in here, right?
Yeah.
When it happened, actually all week I was thinking in the back of my mind, if the worst came to worst,
Yes.
this is going to be a funeral in here today.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I almost fucking text our man Cocko in the booth. This can't go on.
Well, Coco, also, it's happened twice now. I've actually seen you this time 3 times. We spoke about with Jack Jenkins. You can go from being the most outrageously up man to the flattest of flat really quickly. The Jack Jenkins, when I said, it's all right, mate, he'll come back. All our bets were tied into Jack. So it came from a punting flatness. We saw the Volk, unfortunately, lose at the Royal Derby at 5.
Yep.
Geez, I've never seen you flatter. And today you were extraordinary.
Highs and lows is what you're saying.
Yeah. I still had my little girl's her birthday, so I sort of focused into that.
Well, I'll give a shout out. We're talking little girls. My little girl, Evie, she's a couple months away from turning 2. This is the last couple of days. She's learned how to count to 10, it must be said.
Good on her.
A little genius. So I got home after the event today. I went home quickly, briefly, put some pants on, put some deodorant on, zhuzhed up a little for the pod, and she's counting to 10, this little genius, this little fucking goat. So, look, it's not all disaster out there in the world. There are still good things to be, there's still things to just...
And he's still the GOAT.
He's still our man. She's counting to 10. Your little girl's turned 2. It's all happening.
Still the GOAT.
He's still the GOAT.
So you can lose but still be our man. We can still celebrate him. So regardless of the performance, you get flushed. Anyone gets flushed. We said it, punch is chance maker, Shark.
We always...
That's, as we've said from the top, it's the sport.
It's a cruel sport.
It's why you love and hate it.
It's the cruelest sport in the world. I dare you to give me another crueler sport. To be honest, it is...
Olympic ice skating.
Bradbury styles. It's not that cruel, though.
That's
You're not
pretty
getting
cruel,
knocked
though.
out unconscious, are you, in Olympic
Pretty
ice
cool,
skating?
though. You can be winning, and then you can just have a little slip.
Some prick
and
can
then
just...
some fucking weirdo comes through and starts going, hey.
With the blonde
And then
spiky tips.
Correct, yeah, the foils.
Bradbury, come on. Come on the pod, we'll talk about
Get Bradbury on, but you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cruel.
Oh, look, it's cruel, but it's not unconscious in front of the world
He
cruel.
was basically, they had the skill level of you.
No, he made the final of the Olympics.
Yeah, but it's like, look, they have swimmers that can't swim.
Do you know what I
You
actually
just
read?
get in 'cause you
Stephen
can't.
Bradbury, right? We know he won the gold medal game.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Apparently, he also copped that in, the heat. Blokes fell over in the heat. Did you know that? So he copped
Did
it
he?
2 in a row.
Couldn't have.
The man's been kissed on the dick, unlike
That's a dick kiss.
anyone other.
That is a dick kiss.
That's a Belladonna, Sasha Grey style deep throat dick kiss.
yes.
Can I say that on the pod? I think I can.
It's your pod.
That's what he copped.
We've got no radio here.
Sylvia Saint, mid-90s sort of stuff.
But I will say, you have to have a quota of athletes to get in. Because remember, we've seen the swimmers.
Oh, like the bloke from the Congo, whatever, that was in the pool. Yeah, Eric the Eel, that's the one.
I'd beat Eric the Eel comfortably. I'm a great swimmer.
I can't even swim and I'd beat Eric the Eel.
Correct. Zari's 2 today. Floaties would take Eric the Eel on.
Give her a flipper, a kickboard,
Mate,
takes Eric the Eel
so
out.
we're talking about...
No, fuck that. MMA is the cruelest sport in the world. Take it to the bank. Alex Volkanovski,
Yeah, we've done well to get Eric the Eel and that other bloke in.
he is our man.
Did a Subway thing, did he?
That's Jared. We don't want to talk about him, mate. Can you talk about him?
No, he can't talk about
Can
him.
you?
Nah.
Shit.
Anyway, yeah.
No, our man Volk, I'm going to take it to the grave. He is still our GOAT. He's still our hero on this pod.
Yes.
We have been going hammer and tongs on the socials
That's
now
okay.
for months.
Yeah.
We've been giving it out. We've been serving it up.
We've been doing
And you
that
know
for
what?
108 episodes.
We'll still do it. Doesn't matter that he lost. Does not fucking matter. We will. I'll run through a wall for that man today.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Doesn't matter
we
what
do it for
happened.
all levels of the boys.
We
though.
love 'em, our
Doesn't
boys.
matter if you... We'll do it for Thick Nosy. We've been
do
talking
it
him
for-
up. Don't know who he's fighting, but fuck him.
He's fighting Manu.
Don't know who that is.
He's a good fella, but
Isn't he a chef?
Manu is a chef. He's a French chef. I don't
Is
like
that his
him.
nickname? Does he call himself the chef? He should.
He fucking would
I'm
want
dishing
it.
out recipes.
Well, we're gonna
recipes
have,
to finish you.
Jared from Hex on later. We'll ask him about
Jared?
that. Jacob.
His name's Jacob,
I'm
mate.
flat. I'm dishevelled.
You've still got Jared from Subway on your brain. Tell you what, there's a connection there. What's happening?
Nah, look,
Come on,
Volk's lost. I'm discombobulated, but it must be said, these things happen in the sport.
Jared from Hex. Mick, you're better than that.
We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up to him when he jumps in.
Call him
but,
Jared. Actually, we'll do that because he's not here yet.
We'll notice if,
When you intro him, call him Jared as a gag because we'll let listeners in and we'll do a little test and we'll see because I reckon he's a really lovely fella. I don't reckon he'll pull you
he
up.
won't.
Can we play a game?
Nah, I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
All right.
No, do it.
all
Coco,
right.
reckon we should do it?
I'll call him
Play
Jared.
a little joke on him.
See what happens.
I reckon. Bit of a roll of media. So
Nah,
we
he
fuck
might
with
chin
it.
me.
Nah, he's a lovely guy.
Like
He's one of those
Topuria,
big lovelies with tattoos that's actually lovely, I
He's a
reckon.
big lovely.
Yeah.
We're off the beaten path, but
That's okay.
Volk,
It's where we live off the beaten path.
right? Volk,
Yep.
he's our man. He's still the GOAT. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, Matthew. And
Yes.
Topuria, look, he proved us wrong, didn't he? As I said, we've been on the socials, we've been on the podcast for the last few weeks, just drilling this bloke, calling him every name under the sun. Didn't give him a sniff, didn't give him a prayer.
No, we did though.
We gave him a puncher's chance, I guess, which is what happened.
What? Exactly.
And
You didn't. We didn't say he's going to come out and like win on like a 5-round masterclass. We said he could win with the power. We never once discounted his power.
full respect to him for doing what he did. He beat the GOAT. He beat the GOAT today.
And good luck to him because I
luck to
did
him.
say that Sucks would be cancelled for him if he lost. So at least Sucks are still
His
on the-
missus
so
is still around.
we can still get a
She's-
positive.
yep.
Getting a championship Suck.
Look, there's a lot of people out there going to be riding off a bloke like the Volk after
you
that.
can't
But
write him off.
the whole country, I think, is standing around him proud. We're all proud of him. I couldn't be
writing
more.
him off?
People just very fickle game, very fickle world we live in, Matthew.
I hate the world. If you're
People
writing
like-
the Volk off,
People fucking just jump on. I hate it. I
you reckon
hate
they're writing him off, do
A
you?
lot of people are, yeah. They were writing him off before. He's too old. He's 35. He's this and that. He got knocked out. Blah, blah, blah. People like to write people off.
What would you like to see him do?
Well, this is coming from my heart, right? I love the bloke.
Talk down the barrel.
He's my hero. I love the bloke.
He does.
I love him.
Volk, he loves you. Trust me, he loves you, Volko.
I love him more. Swear to God, I love him more than both of my parents.
People out there have crashed it. That's actually true.
Crash your car, shit on the fucking couch. I don't care. I
Great
love
story
him.
about Volko wouldn't have got ever hacked from Javier Benenzelbus.
Not a chance.
Not
But,
the Juster.
mate, I love you. Yes, you come up short today, but you fucking gave it a crack. You are the GOAT. Things happen. Maybe you shouldn't have. I don't know. No excuses coming from Volk after this one, but like, did the head kick come into it? I don't know.
I'll talk about it. I think the short notice fight, when it's all said and done in his career and he's sitting down having a bottle of Grange with his wife on his his beautiful palace
Seafood platter.
in the Shell Harbours, he'll sit down and go, that was cheers to. I think there'll be part of him that's happy he did it, obviously financially, but I think there'll also be like legacy. You always talk about legacy. I think that will be that's the role, as I said to you, it's the Ronald Dahl. It's the fork in the road. It's to skip to page 71, go to page 57, take
your
the
own
fight.
adventure.
To choose your own adventure. You take that fight, you win. You're actually like,
You
you
go to
write your own check for any fight you want, but you lose. And from that style, getting knocked out, and then you go back to where you think you're comfortable and you take that fight and then you get knocked out again. There's no way that head kick didn't have an impact today.
It probably did. And that's the thing. We're going to say, is he going to regret taking it? But
He won't regret it because
the
of the
type
money.
of bloke the Volk is the reason he got to where he is, the level he got to, and the reason he took that fight is because who he is as a person. So you probably can't regret it. I hope he doesn't regret it. Even though looking back on it, it might not be the right move for him, but he took it because that's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
He's a fucking
love
bloke
him.
that just, it's all about, he is that man.
Yeah.
And like, look, it didn't work for him today. I'm fucking shattered.
Do you want the rematch in Spain? No. Can we put it out? Can we put it out there? Does anyone want to finance us going over there with Australian flags? I'll tell you right now, how good would it be though to go over to Spain?
I'd love to go to Spain.
and just be like,
We've been to Spain once before.
we have. We fucks with Spain.
We
Spain
fucks
loves
with
us.
the Las Ramblas.
Las
They're in
Ramblas.
Barcelona. We've been there.
That's an
And then
outrageous.
look at the fucking Spanish pour, Matthew.
The what, sorry?
The pour, the piss they drink.
Oh,
the Spanish pour. You
the
asked for a
Spanish
Jack
pour.
and Coke in Barcelona. I'm still reeling. We
I'm
were like
reeling
21
by
at the
the-
time. I'm still shitting my pants on the amount of piss they gave
I'm
us.
reeling about the quality when you put €1 into one of those windows.
I was going to get into that. The fucking peep shows. Coco in the booth. The peep shows in Barcelona,
Barcelona?
unlike anything I've ever seen before.
You've never seen a peep show
I remember
like
you
it.
were out there going, oh, I don't know about this.
No,
I don't know
I
about
went in
this.
first and come out screaming to
I
you.
think that was me that came
No, it
out
must have been
screaming.
you and I with Kent.
Maybe we both went in. We dropped €2 in
Screaming.
the little booth, fucking went up.
I still
and
remember it.
Mate, I got memory burn.
The rotunda going round.
I got memory burn of what was going on in that booth. Unfathomable stuff.
We became friends with the bloke that owned it.
Of course we did. We come screaming out of the booth, get
we
in
went
there.
there. For the listeners, we went there daily for the next 9 days.
Never got to the heights of the first day. But I'm talking elite Euro action
Oh, yeah.
in a booth,
So if you-
rotating €2.
If we can bottle that.
We should go
into
and do
a
that.
Volk,
Yeah, for the fight.
into the pause.
We'll take Volk into the booth.
Oh, well,
The John Michael booth.
I don't mind it.
Anyway.
Geez, they'll be Ron Buckshus over there, won't they? Could you imagine? Because he's not liked anywhere, but he should be liked in his own country, I would have thought.
Topuria, he's a fucking hero.
hated.
He'd be a hero in Spain.
The crowd, the MMA crowd sees through blokes, don't they?
Through bullshit. But you know what? End of the day, right, we all thought it was bullshit, but maybe it turned out it wasn't bullshit.
Well, it was bullshit. He said first round. He's a liar.
Yeah, he's a lying prick, actually. It was second round, Ilia.
He lied.
You fucking dog.
Correct. If you had a gun to your head, first round, you didn't get it, dead.
Look, you asked me what I want to see next from Volk.
Yeah.
I love the bloke, right?
I know you do.
I've already said I love him more than my own.
You've said
whatever.
it more than your own parents.
I think he should take a break.
You reckon at that age, though?
Look, yeah, he's at the age. You haven't got a lot of time. You've got to make the most of it. But I just think he needs a break. Like, he needs a minimum 6 months. I want Volk 6 months. I don't give a fuck about this Aussie card that's coming up apparently in August, September. Breaking news.
Tell me about this?
Well, there's hot off the press. There's September rumours.
We don't deal in news breaking much, but this is big.
Hot off the press. But no, look, they're coming to Australia later in the year. The plan would have been Volk headlining.
Maybe get Knuckles Strickland.
Look, I want him to take a break.
Yep.
Just get yourself right. Mm-hmm. Go back. Just chill out. Go back to the family. And just chill out, Alex. Have a break. You've deserved it. You earned it.
Yeah.
I just want to just take a time off and then come back better than ever. Like Izzy's done. I think sometimes you need it. These blokes, him and Izzy have been carrying the company on their shoulders for fucking years, these two blokes.
You saw it today with the crowd.
These two blokes have literally
blokes,
carried this company. And it's no joke. No one's done it like those two.
No.
They're taking fights every fucking 3 or 4 months for fucking years now. You got all these people refusing to fight. You see Dana coming out today with the UFC 300 main event and Leon Edwards.
We'll get onto that.
We'll get onto that. It's flat as fuck. But blokes refusing to fight.
It was on trend though, wasn't it? For
it never ends. Blokes refusing to fight. You know who doesn't refuse to fight? Fucking Alexander Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya. Mm-hmm. So they've both earned their fucking breaks. And I think Alex just needs to go home, Shell Harbour, have a break, chill out, cook some fucking chicken wings.
Yeah, get the YouTube channel going.
Put the feet up, listen to some Who the Fuck Are These Guys, and just chill out for 3 or 4 months, then get back into it.
That's okay.
That's what I think.
And do you want him the rematch or?
I want of course the rematch. Yeah. Like, he deserves the rematch. I don't know though. I want him to take a break. So maybe Ilia wants to get onto another fight. Maybe he wants to fight a contender.
Spain.
Maybe he wants to do Spain with someone else. He's obviously not fighting Conor. That's not going to happen. He's calling out Conor.
Jeez, I hope it happens.
He probably fucking...
No, don't ever talk about your man like
No, I won't.
No, come on, mince him. Connor's got the power. Yep. Connor's got the
titanium sheen, Matthew.
Mate, Connor's got lights out.
He's got right. No, I'm with you on that. Yeah,
Come on, I'm not even the Connor guy.
Well, Connor's not making 145, so it's not happening.
They do a little catch weight.
Then the title's on the line, so what's the point?
Don't the title.
Fuck Topuria, no. He doesn't deserve that.
He doesn't.
Fuck him. Nah, fuck him.
We're going to pay him.
This is what I think.
By the end of it, fuck him.
I think Max is fighting Gagey.
Yeah, but that's the weight above though. So that's
irrelevant. But I think Max is the next guy at 145. I think Max goes in there. I think Max wins because
you told me he's got pillow fists though.
We love Max, but he's got pillow fists.
Yeah, I don't love him. I've stated multiple times I don't love him.
I like him.
He claims that he beat Vol. He didn't beat Vol.
I think he knows he didn't beat Vol.
Well, he claimed it.
Second one he did.
Yeah, he's been outpointed 3 times.
Look, he's got a cyborg chin, right? Doesn't get knocked out. So I'd like to see Topuria try to knock Max Holloway out.
That would be interesting.
So I just think Holloway probably beats Topuria.
That's interesting.
Which would be a fucking interesting sort of turnaround. So he'd all of a sudden be the champ again, and then Volk comes in and just...
I'd actually rather that.
Clinics Max for the 4th time.
Let's actually make that happen. I like that way more.
That's a good little... Write that down.
I hate dynamite fists.
They think NFL's rigged. If the UFC's rigged, let's just jot that down.
That's the most ridiculous...
Storyline.
How ridiculous is that?
Oh, people are fucked, mate.
People are not well.
People aren't well. Look, take time off, Alex.
Yeah.
Relax, go back to your family, relax, and
we'll
just
wrap
have
this
fun.
up in a minute. This part of it,
we'll keep
the
talking.
love fest, but we'll go into we got to dissect the card. It's a big card.
Big card.
There's the big Bob Nuck was fighting.
Bobby.
Against your man, Secret Juice.
Secret Juice. What a fight that was. Should we get into that?
Well, I want to get into the card.
Yeah, we'll get into the card.
Where do you want to start?
We'll just go backwards, I reckon.
The work back. Work back's big.
Start at the top, work back.
No one ever works back. You should start with because then if people want to tune out, they can as you go down.
Well, we started with the GOAT, so you can't go back to fucking Fluffy Hernandez from the GOAT, can you?
We like Big Fluff.
We do like the fluff.
The porn star, the on-set man.
The fluffer. We're talking about Sylvia Sane. We're talking fluffers. All right, we'll get into that then.
Well, take me into the fluff.
Good performance. performance.
I liked it.
By Fluffy Hernandez. There was a lot of question marks on that fight. It was an old-fashioned wrestler v striker.
I did ask you about that, didn't I, about the matchmaking? But it actually today it looked good.
Worked out well. He actually ended up doing well on the feet too. Matched it with Kopolov on the feet. Did Fluffy.
That's a
good crack.
Well, we don't have to pretend now. We'd actually know it's Delgado's. They can see it. We don't have to make those sounds. Remember we do that? It's not working. Anyway, so he didn't look comfortable early, though, with the takedowns, did he? He
couldn't get him.
No, he looked stuck.
Kopolov had good defence early. And then he
got him.
I think he worked it. He was pretty good on the feet, though. He held his own against a very, very dangerous man in Kopolov. Frightening.
Would you call him frightening?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you walked in here today, right now, I'd be pretty frightened.
Imagine if you walked in here after you'd given him a bait, then you'd be really frightened.
Very frightened. But got the fucking the rear naked. I liked it. The choked him right out. I knew he got it too. Did you see his little smirk?
Yeah.
When he locked the choke
was
in?
great.
I liked it.
He tried it a couple of times, and then when he knew it was cinched, I love a cinched smirk.
He looks like a real sort of metalcore screamo operator. We got the big fucking the big holes in his ears. He's listening to a bit of fucking Every Time I Die, or a bit of Black Dahlia Murder, or a little bit of Parkway Drive, a little bit of Thy Art Is Murder.
I love Parkway
Who
Drive.
else you got for me? Any of those type of bands?
I don't think Parkway
Killed
Drive.
the Prom Queen. There you
I
go.
don't think
There's
Parkway
one.
Drive falls into that category.
Mate, cunts with fucking holes in their ears listen to Parkway Drive.
Oh, you like Spaces?
Don't get me. Yes.
Kevin's?
Spaces. Kevin
Kevin's?
Spaces.
Kevin's in the
Absolutely.
ears?
Yeah, of course.
What happened to him?
You go to a Parkway Drive gig.
He's in the same boat as Jared, isn't he?
He got cancelled, mate.
Yeah, Kevin and Jared.
Yep.
Interesting podcast.
Can't speak about Kevin Spacey. You'll get cancelled. But no.
Spaces. I've
Spaces,
never
mate.
understood why do they do that?
It's the vibe, I think.
It doesn't look good.
They think it might.
No, they couldn't think it looks good.
Did you know it'd smell like cheese?
There's no way on earth they've ever got out of the shower, because I wouldn't imagine they'd poke them out when they shower, wouldn't they?
You've got to keep them in, I would have thought.
Even when you shower, you don't get a bit of
that little-
soap and do a little.
A little dangly fucking load.
Don't you have the little dangling and you get the soapy boys and you do a little whirlwind?
Yeah, you probably should actually. For hygiene reasons,
Gotta
take them out.
whirlwind
Yeah, you got
the-
to soap them up.
So surely when
Get
you get
some-
out and they're all flapping around like an elephant's trunk,
Get some Dove on your lobes.
mate, surely that's when you go, oh, fuck, I've really cooked this.
We'll have to get Alex, what's his name? Hernandez. Alex Hernandez? Is that it? Fluffy? Yeah, get him on the pod. Ask him about his lobe hygiene.
I wonder if there's a point where they have space panic.
Sometimes they get too big and they break.
They get massive. Oh, they break.
Yeah, blokes are broken.
What are you, but like when you're stretching
They stretch
homemade
them too
pizza
far,
dough?
mate. Yeah. And it just goes,
Oh,
Yeah,
Christ.
bad
Is there any
news.
coming back from that?
bad news bears, mate.
Is there any coming back from the
No,
stretch?
No, coming
Can you
back.
can you reattach
You must.
a stretch lob?
In the booth there, Coco, can you reattach a broken lobe? Can you Google that? No, you can't, he's saying.
Coco's probably thinking, Jesus Christ, these blokes they're rattled. They're talking about stretch lobs.
Mate, Volk got knocked out. Of course I'm fucking rattled and talking about lobes.
They're doing lobe bits.
I've got nothing left, mate.
Well, that's all right.
I'm empty.
I'm quite happy
We
with
emptied
it.
the coffers too, thanks to Dabble.
Let's talk about that. Hang on, we've been talking about coffer emptying.
Shout out our boys at Dabble, Australia's best punting
I rang
agency.
him too during the week and said, "Are you okay for us to steal cash off you?" And the bloke went,
We were
"Mate,
gonna rinse 'em.
go for him.
We were
Go
going
for
to
him."
rinse them, mate.
We were thinking rinse and repeat.
We had the mid... We were
Dollar
gonna-
86 we got, didn't we? For 85,
85, yeah. $85.
85%.
And we were
How much
cleaning
did we
up
spend
today.
on it?
It was Green Tick City.
Tell the listeners.
I don't
How
wanna
much did we
them.
tell them?
Nah. Keep that between us, mate.
How many letters? Sorry.
The
4?
windfall
3 or 4?
was going to be mid 4 figures. Well, we are destitute
We're
now
idiots.
on the podcast.
We're now poor.
We can't afford to pay for this studio time. So, yeah,
We're
wrap-
actually, wrap it up. We got the wrap up from Coco. Coco's like, geez, I knew when they went into the lob space.
these lights are coming off, mate, any second. Nah, we got fucking absolutely hosed today.
Thankfully, Delgados have gotten on board, Mako Shark. So when we do empty coffers, we just have faith in a mate.
Look, no qualms, no ill will towards
It's
our
all
mate.
fun.
It's all fun and games.
You win some, you lose some.
Absolutely.
Go back to Fluffy.
Name of the game. So a good win from Fluffy. Look good.
He's met two blokes who can go off and come back.
He's going to be in his car right now listening to a bit of My Chemical Romance and really just enjoying his life.
Yeah.
Push on, though. Second fight of the night in the main card was a big one, actually. Henry Cejudo, Matthew.
Oh, yes.
Triple C. Up against Murabantug.
All right, yeah, it's very good. I remember what my nickname was.
Which one?
Oki 1 Kenobi. Oki. He was a fighter.
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah,
That bloke, Oki,
we had it written down. I was going to say it, so I'm just going to say it now.
Oki-Wan Kenobi.
If he doesn't call himself Oki-Wan Kenobi, he's kidding himself.
Look, I think Marabantug's a very good nickname.
Marabantug's fantastic.
If you're out there, just
it
get that
goes in
trending.
line with our trip to Spain.
Get that trending. The Marabantug looked good today. A lot of wrist action from him today.
You know, in boxing, we always talk about the greats when they fight too long.
Yes, we do talk about that.
We see it all the time.
All the time.
We're seeing Triple C doing it. This is what's happening right now.
It's a shame, actually.
Because he was in. It had to be in the top 5, top 6, 7 of all time at one point.
Well, yeah. On
Now he
paper.
keeps fighting and losing.
Well, he was a 2-weight champion, an Olympic gold medalist,
Got a great head of hair.
went out on top as champion,
Yeah.
and then had, what was it, 3 years out of the game?
Do you reckon he's got a double account? Maybe he's got a bit of a habit there.
Potentially needed, yeah, maybe his coffers were a bit empty. He had to come back for a payday.
I don't know. He should have his
Well,
life
he's
planned.
come back, and now he's lost 0-2 on the comeback.
0-2 on the comeback.
And I think that's it. I think it's
One of the
sayonara.
worst comebacks of all time.
Curtains for Henry.
It's shocking. It's like number 45 Jordan.
No, yeah,
Hitting
no one wants,
6 of 13.
no one wants to see Jordan in 40.
He's doing 40. This is his 45 era.
This is his. Did he play for the Raptors? Who did he play for? No, the fucking
Wizards.
The Wizards, Washington Wizards.
But he wore 23 at the Wizards.
Ugh.
He came back for the Bulls and wore 45 because they retired his jumper.
Yeah, well,
Pretty sure. Is that right, Coco?
you don't need to retire it when it's the same bloke.
Correct. Can't you get if they retire your jumper, can't you get it back off the rafters?
Hey, that's my jersey. Sorry, mate, it's retired. But it's mine, mate.
Correct. Can we just take it down for 16 games?
No, it's retired. But it's fucking mine.
It's weird.
Imagine you weren't allowed to wear that because Volk retired it.
I'm wearing it.
He's fucking wearing it.
This is the only time I'll ever wear it. It's going to go on the wall.
Should go on the wall here.
It actually should, but
Yep.
Coco's
Nah, look,
So
Marabantug, right?
yeah, but back to the Triple C. I think he should stop.
Well, I think he is.
Oh, okay.
I think he said that pre-fight. Like, if I,
I would
don't
love
win
Volk to win and him to win and him fight the Volk though. That would have been good.
Volk would fuck him.
He would. He'd fuck him, but it would be good though. Good little. It's a resume tip.
I don't like him. He's a little prick.
He's a bit sort of slippery.
He's a very slippery operator.
Very
He's very
slippery.
small, but has a big bonds.
Massive bonds.
Better-
He'd rival my bonds.
Yeah.
Put my bonds on a 5-1er.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
It's fucking
It's out
off.
of whack. The ratios are just
Ratios.
fucking.
So back to Marab though.
I think he proved a lot tonight.
Do you like
today.
him?
I don't dislike him.
Do you like his cardio? Remember I talked
Yeah.
last week about the cardio?
Love his cardio.
See what happens when you have good cardio?
Cardio's king.
Mate,
His missus would love that
can I
cardio.
ask you, Triple C looked to be weltering under
he
the
was,
cardio
mate. Yeah,
heat.
100%.
But he's been a 5-round.
Yes, he's
So
a 5-round
explain that
operator.
to me.
Because the cardio's king and Marab doesn't stop.
But explain how
Relentless.
you've come from being a 5-round beast, arguably one of the greats,
And gets
to midway
rounds.
through the second round, you look to be slowing.
I think it's just the Marab effect. It's the Marab factor.
He does, like they say, he does like 15 rounds in
Yeah,
sparring.
he doesn't stop, mate.
He's a sparrer.
He's a freak. He doesn't stop. Relentless in the takedown attempts, in the volume he puts out, and we saw it. Henry
His
Cejudo.
wrist, do you see the hard yards Harrison spotted? It
was a welt.
I don't know if Coco saw it. There was a genuine dint in his wrist. It was
his whole arm up.
It was one of the most, and I think when they replayed it, we didn't talk about it because I think we'll get into the kids, but you could actually see Triple C when he got kicked. He blocked it. You could actually see him go to set and then go ooh. It was like an ooh. It was
ow.
Yeah, it was-
Forearm pain.
Yeah, so he's got everything. Marab.
Marab's coming for the belt. Like, if I'm Sugar Sean, I'm looking at him and going, fuck.
I think he would just knock him out.
I'll go, fuck, I better land one on the fucking
I think
chin.
Sugar would knock him out.
Well, hopefully, but
Because you're back on Sugar now, aren't you?
yeah, I'm back on. Took a brief hiatus there
good.
after the.
No, it's fan. I like that.
Look,
I like it.
I'm honest. I'm up and down, straight up and down. I'll jump back on if I think you deserve it.
That's fair.
I just thought he
You should
didn't
be allowed
quite.
to go off and back on though.
Didn't like the way he handled it, but then I realised, no, it's a good
comedic, though.
It's comedic. He ended
Yeah.
up just sort of sticking with the whole undefeated thing, and ended up being quite.
He
humorous.
worked away at it, didn't he?
He chipped away at the
You know,
Mako.
like the tap on, tap off. You should be able to do it with fighters.
You can tap. No, well, yeah, unless it's Volk. If you tap off, fuck off.
I'm never tapping off.
No.
It's a here's my credit card.
Tap on, right, and just keep riding the train back and forth and never ever tap off.
Correct.
Yeah.
All zones too.
All zones 1, 2,
zone
and
1, 2,
3.
and 3.
Jump on the
Who
V
gets
line.
on zone 3?
I don't think the zones exist anymore, do they?
There's no zones? Jeez, that's a lot. Last one I've
D
got.
zone, mate. It's 19,
D-zone.
1996.
So what is it? What do we call it?
It's just all fucking train line. I don't know.
It should be zones.
Fucking, I
So
don't
you
know.
just keep you tap and it can take
just
you
tap
anywhere.
on. That's it. You go wherever you want, mate.
Is it like minute per minute or per stop?
I think it's just fucking
You can see I've not been a big public.
I caught the training here today, so I'm quite well versed in it. It's just, you can take it, you just go, mate. It doesn't cost the same no matter what, I think. You just tap on.
No, there's no way it costs the same.
I don't know. I just tap on, tap off. I don't look into it.
There's no way it could cost the same if you're going from South Morang to Frankston, South Morang to Mernda.
Does it go by time?
Has to.
Coco? It's a bit hard to explain. I don't know what the fuck
The
happened.
fact it's a bit hard to explain shows how fucking stupid it is.
Convoluted.
Keep it to the zones. Get a zone 1 and 2 pass, get a zone 3 pass. You shouldn't be paying for zones 1 and 2 if you're in zone 3.
Bring back those tickets where they have the little hole punch in them.
If you know you're in zones 1 and 2, just pay for that. If you're in zone 3, you shouldn't have to pay for zones 1 and 2.
That's a fair point, mate. You raise a fair point.
And the government's got us again with this all zone stuff.
I don't know.
I know it's all inclusive. I love it, but don't include the zones. Let's keep the zones separate.
All right, interesting. We've raised a good point here.
You're down in South Morrie.
Mate,
you shouldn't be on the same zone as Frankston.
Well, I'm fucking, I don't know how it works, mate. I'm nearly at the end of my line, so I'd be zone 3, and I would be. I'd be zone 3 as fuck.
Would you?
Yeah, I'm one stop from the end of the line, mate.
I don't think the zone is from where the end of the line is.
Has to be.
No. Diamond Valley was zone 2. Hurstbridge doesn't mean if you go to Hurstbridge, you're all of a sudden zone 7.
No, zone 3, mate.
No.
This could go on for all night here.
No. The zones are the lines in your geographically of where you were going.
All right, let's write in. If you're out there, phone in. We'll talk about the
We're going
zone.
to get a few phone-ins if the Volk won too. We had the line set up.
People phoned in if
So back to Marab. O'Malley and Marab fight. You reckon who wins that? I say O'Malley easily knockout.
Well, obviously we've got O'Malley coming up in 3 weeks. This sport doesn't stop, even though I hate the fucking sport. I'm done with it. I'm fucking finished with this sport. Piss off.
You nearly quit.
I nearly quit the pod, nearly quit my...
I'd like to give you a real
I was going to move to fucking...
Antarctica. You're going to move to zone 3.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll go to Alaska. I'll go to Anchorage.
What zone's Alaska?
Don't know.
It's a big zone.
But no, look, the sport doesn't stop, mate.
No.
So in 3 weeks, we've got Sugar Sean.
Great
against
card.
Cheeto.
It's a stacked card, mate.
Stack fucking card. So look, I'm going to have to jump back on the sport before then. But I think O'Malley wins that, right?
Yeah. Why?
And I just think he'll knock Cheeto out. I think he got lucky with the fucking leg, the nerve.
I saw it today. It was a shocking injury, wasn't it?
He got the O'Malley
but then when he
leg.
tried to step in it, he snapped his ankle. It was
Foot
weird.
went to sleep.
Yeah.
Couldn't control his foot. So I think he wins that. Anyway, forget that. But I think the next fight up would be
great
O'Malley Marab.
Yeah.
I think it has to be the fight, doesn't it?
Has to be.
Unless he goes up and fight. He wants to fight Topuria. That's not going to happen. He'll fight Marab. So
I love O'Malley to fight Topuria.
Interesting fight.
In Spain.
That'd be a good fight.
I'd almost go for that. Old American
You just want to
flags.
go to the fucking
I want to go back.
$2 peep show, don't you? That's all you want to
I want
do.
to get the pause.
I like it. But look, Marab, good performance.
Buffalo.
We'll push on there.
Yep.
But next fight up, Ian Machado, Gary.
Unimpressive.
Flat as attack.
I will say this. That is the most it almost borders the Paddy Pimblett win.
I was just waiting for him to jump on the mic and be like, fight of the night or what, Dana?
Mate, he didn't win that fight.
Fight of the night or what, Dana?
Unless I'm completely watching a different fight.
Look, I thought it was close. There was a fucking judge that gave it 30-27, which I thought was ludicrous.
There's no way on earth he won that fight.
Look, I'm not going to say he did or didn't win it. I just thought it was a lot closer than some of the judges had it. We were obviously watching in a house with a lot of commotion going on. There was a second birthday happening, a lot of noise.
85-inch screen, though. I was locked in.
I, at some points, thought Neil was winning. I thought he had Ian Gary
Neil
on the
looked
back
great.
foot. I thought Gary looked timid. I didn't think he looked great. I didn't think he looked like he was the fighter that he likes to portray himself as.
Correct.
He wants to act like he's this world champion in the making and everyone's here to see me. I'm the new superstar of this game. I thought it was a flat performance.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm just some dickhead drinking cans on a couch. But
No, you're not. You're actually, no. Let's just pause
I
it
just
there.
thought it wasn't his
You
best.
host Australia's hottest podcast, drinking Australia and the world's greatest liquid, the seasonal liquid.
True.
Your opinion carries weight. The fact you've been getting, because you run our socials for it, you've been getting just destroyed after the Volk performance by all the Jordanes and the Spaniards. The fact that they're even writing back to us shows that we've made it. You know what I mean? If you start getting hate, it means that you're in people's heads.
You're in their heads.
So
But
don't discount don't discount your own status in this sport.
I just think Gary wouldn't, if he's honest with himself, I don't think he'd be too happy with the performance. Look, he got the win,
He couldn't be happy.
but
It's one of those mirror. He couldn't look himself in the mirror and go,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Jeff Neal was really
I thought Neil was pushing the pace.
I liked it.
He landed a good shot early in the first round, which I thought probably gave him the first round. So these 30-27s, I think, are a bit rich.
Are we sure it was a 30-27?
There was at least one judge, I think, out there, Coco. It was a 30-27. You'll have to check that. He's
We've gone to
freaking.
Coco a few
No,
times.
I'm pretty sure there was a 30-27 in there.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's
and
absolutely.
maybe a couple of 29.
The only bloke that could have won 30-27 was Neil.
Well, I just think Gary, he won it. All right, cool.
I don't actually. I've got no feelings, good or bad, towards Ian Gary either. By the way, always welcome on this podcast. I don't buy into all this other shit.
can come in.
But people are like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just saying, if you're going to talk up the game that you talk up, and you're going to like people are here to see me, well, you'd want to put on you'd want to get the performance of the night. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
and
he didn't.
But he's still a young fella.
You know what? He had a lot going on. I think he got the win. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But
it does all. Yeah, he's back. Like he said, actually, it was quite funny when he got on the mic and said, "Well, you all hate me, but I'm the one in here doing this, and you're the one.
You got to respect it.
Drinking sort of non-Delgado's drinks like idiots.
They would have been drinking fucking piss.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what's next for him though? He can't get it. There's no way he's going to get a title shot.
Oh God!
But if he knocked him out in the first round,
I think this is what's going to happen. This is if I'm the booker. If I'm Mick Maynard, right? Mako Maynard, or you're Matty Shelby.
I like Mako Maynard.
If I'm Hunter Campbell,
yep.
I wait until 3 weeks' time. Mm-hmm. Our man, Jack Della Maddalena, is fighting at 299 up against Gilbert Burns.
Well, we know who's winning that.
Say he just goes left, right, good night, drops Gilbert Burns, fucks him up.
I've never been more sure of anything.
Just absolutely spifflicates the bloke, right? Yep. Wins that up. I think it's time.
Great fight.
Why wouldn't you book
Only
Jack
because
Della?
of your $2.
Mate, sometimes you got to put the $2 ahead. $2 going bang.
That early? You reckon maybe a few more?
Cool. No, well, they'll both be top 10 ranked.
Ooh.
They're not going to get. They're not.
That's almost a title shot eliminator.
It would be.
I like your booking.
If he beats Gilbert Burns,
You've bounced back after your flatness.
I'm back, baby.
You've actually you've gone into character. You're back.
I'm back.
That's huge. I love that fight.
Talk about booking. Jack Della Maddalena up against Ian Gary. I think it's the fight to make.
You could almost main event that.
That could be a 5-round main fight night main event, or it could be a really sexy
co-main
pay-per-view fight.
Co-main it.
Put that in fucking Australia. Put that.
But you said not coming until September.
Yeah, that's about right.
Is it?
Let's think. We've got
they
March,
like to fight 3 to 4
April,
times.
May, June, July, August. It's 6 months, so it might be a little bit long.
You want the Volk to have 6 months, so he could fight in September.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit long. All right, fuck Australia off. But Jack Della.
You could, if they do a fight night, because they've said that they're coming to Sydney, you could headline that comfortably.
That's a headline anywhere in the world.
Fucking go berserk.
I just think that could be the fight for both of the boys.
Like
and then whoever wins that is the young buck, the striking extraordinaire. There's going to be no takedowns. There's going to be 2 men standing and banging. I think Jack Della just goes fucking bang to the body and just takes this fucking Irishman apart.
He looked hittable today. For the first time in a while, though. Today he looked like, and let's not say nearly, we don't mind him, but like, probably not. If you're getting hit comfortably by him, you still got a little bit of work to do.
Well, he won it. I just think Jack Della's going to do his job. I think that's the fight to make.
Okay.
And then the winner of that can just take their time, maybe get a title shot. There's shove cut floating around. There's Covington still. He actually called out Covington. That's what he done. Ian Gary wants to fight Colby.
Yeah, I reckon if I'm any fighter in that division, I reckon that's almost if you back yourself for ability, that's a great money.
Interesting fight though, because Colby will he'll spam takedowns.
He'll beat him.
Gary?
Yep, Gary will beat Covington. Covington's no good,
stop
mate.
the takedowns, he'll beat him.
Covington's no good. I hate him.
I don't like him.
Anyway.
I just bored of the bloke.
Keep going.
I'm bored of his shtick. Let's get into the next one. We're going long. Rob Whittaker.
Not that long.
It's fucking Australia stand-up. It wasn't our best day, but at least one man.
Your most second favourite fighter. Volk,
Rob.
Knuckles.
Volk, Rob. Almost on
Over
par.
every other fighter in the world.
Yep. That's true.
Is it?
Is it? No, it is true. I love Rob. One of the great men, salt of the earth operator.
I love your hatred for Knuckles.
Coco. He's trying to fucking out me on the pod. I don't.
You've never seen a bloke less impressed when a bloke wins. It's the best.
Love Rob.
You love him, but you love him only because you have to.
It's not true.
Just
I
be
think
honest.
he's a ripper, mate.
Do you though?
I think he's one of the nicest blokes going.
Do you like him though as a fighter?
I like him.
Do you rate him?
Rate him highly.
Do you though?
Of course I do. He says this because I was on Izzy. I'm an Izzy boy, and I jumped on Izzy early.
You were there a secret juice boy.
Doesn't mean I don't fucking love Rob.
Okay.
I'll fucking headbutt you on the pod.
I'm just saying.
That's why he's not coming on the podcast, because you keep clipping me, and he
I'm a big Knuckles
he
guy.
watches this, and
I'm a
that's why he
Knuckles
doesn't
sensation.
come on, mate.
Big knuckler.
Because you're clipping me.
It was a good fight though.
Fucking good fight. Didn't get fight of the night, actually.
Jokes aside, you love him. That's all right. It's a
Love
little
Rob.
ongoing. It's an ongoing. If you're a listener of the pod, you know I've been going
Love
from
Rob
episode
Whittaker.
1 with that. That's a 108-week gag.
It is a gag. I love him. He's a ripper. And that was a fight. That was a fight of the night for mine.
What
Him
about
versus
that head kick?
Secret Jules.
Oh, boy. That was a juice kick.
That head kick was sick. We shit ourselves. End of the first round, if there was 25 more seconds, we might be having a different conversation right here. That was fucking stanky legs.
Stanky leg Pereira.
Yeah. They're similar fucking thing.
I know, you just need 10 more seconds.
Yeah.
You should be able to play a card. You know, like
Uno. Like a reverse, like a fucking draw 4 card.
let me just get, like, you get one.
I like that.
One per year.
Yeah.
You can just drop it.
If you stanky leg a bloke in the last 20 seconds, you can
You know,
pull
in
a card
cricket,
out.
and they play test cricket,
30 more seconds.
and it's like supposed to shut at 6, but they just
Powerball.
allow.
Yes.
If they think you're going to win the match, they let you go to like 6:30.
Yeah, of course they do.
They should let. I reckon that should be a thing.
Imagine that.
That would be better than power slap. Just power card.
Yes, power card. 20 more seconds,
20
you get
more
a card.
seconds.
You pull it out of
Imagine
your jocks.
some of the results in history, how that would change
Izzy
it.
beats Pereira early
Correct.
doors, and it's a different story. I think Costa would have beaten Whittaker
Correct.
today if
And
he had
Whittaker be in big trouble.
the draw fucking 30
Unbelievable.
seconds.
If you just drop the power card,
We're spicing
a big
this industry
lightning
up, mate.
bolt, like, it'd be great.
Oh, fuck.
Crowd would be, geez,
You shit yourself, wouldn't you?
fuck yeah. Especially when
see-
the bloke doesn't play my card, you go, oh no.
That was an old-fashioned stanky leg too.
He does get stanky leg.
He's had it before.
Do you reckon when he dances, he does the stanky? That would be so funny because he moves. Sort of,
the Jimmy leg.
he gets the Jimmy leg. Speaking of Jim, we love Jim.
Love Jim.
Yeah, shout out to Jim.
Jim Croot. Love you, mate.
So
Come on, come
what's
back.
next for Whittaker? You said today maybe Strickland. Geez,
That's
that'd be
the fight.
that's a great. So Mako Booker, you're back. You've
That's
booked two
the
of the
fight.
best fights.
Oh, mate, we're booking it here.
You could do the same card.
Fucking oath you could.
Great.
That's it. As long as Jack Della wins.
Yeah, well,
As a
yeah.
caveat.
Yes, a caveat.
Jack Della versus Ian Gary.
Yep.
Rob Whittaker, the Bob.
Yep.
Big Bob cock.
Big Bob and
Bob Dick. Big Bob balls. Big
Bobosaurus.
Bobosaurus Rex.
Bobby.
Versus Sean Strickland, that fucking redneck.
He's got around one of your posts today.
Actually, shout out Sean Strickland. Yeah, he shouted out us. But
He took our post from, when I say ours, I'm only attached by name because it's our podcast. Your social media post that you put up, 217,000 followers to 600 pretty quick with a share from Sean.
big time. We got a lot
And
of
commented.
views. Yeah, he commented. We like Sean Strickland, but no, I
A few
think
emojis from Sean, which I didn't think was in his repertoire.
loves an emoji.
Because I didn't think he'd be an emoji guy. I think he'd be more of a words guy.
He's a fucking emoji guy by the look
It's
of things.
interesting. There was at least 6 I counted. Which
Six different emojis.
yeah, which I thought was strange.
very different. But
Take
that's
the time to look for them and actually.
That's the fight.
Do you think he ever clicked into the post and looked at our page?
Do you reckon he went to the little search function where you got to write in what you're trying to find? Like you want to find the fucking fire, so
100%.
you type fire and
That's what I mean. He
click
spent
it.
6 minutes on that.
and then he typed in fucking bomb, like a
Correct.
bomb, a dynamite. Click that. Yeah.
100. They couldn't.
Salute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just hope he clicked in and saw some of the funny.
I think he would have.
Because we're not media guys. We're different guys. We'd like to get him on.
I will get him on. But if you
did
think
just clip him though, so maybe
clipped
not.
him many a time on this
So
pod.
have I
but
actually. I've gone hard.
I don't mind that. But
That's a great fight.
him versus Rob, I think, is probably the only fight to make at this point because
Perfect fight.
what else is there? Obviously, we're going to get Drakus, our man Drakus Matthew, who has been texting a rugby player.
It has been. Or Driscus. As
Driscus.
keeps calling him Driscus.
Driskus
It's interesting.
is a three-quarter man, Matthew.
He is.
But
You're rehashing.
I always rehash on this podcast. But I think him versus Izzy is the clear next fight. Somehow isn't the main event of 300, which is just fucking ludicrous. We've got this fucking other fight. But look, forget that. Put that aside. Number one contender match, Strickland Whittaker has to be.
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah.
Has to be.
I'm on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Pay for that.
good job by Bob Whittaker.
Yep.
Winning, as he always does. We could talk all day here on this pod. Should we get into it, you reckon?
Yeah, take me into it, Mako.
We got him coming in.
Yeah,
it's our man. Australia's best.
There's none better.
Australia's best MMA promotion, must be said. There's a few around. There's a few good promotions, but I think Hex
Hex
is the number one at this point. They're doing huge things. They got a fucking massive card coming up March 2nd here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
The best fucking city in Australia, must be said.
Pavilion.
Melbourne Pavilion. It's our man. It's Jacob from Hex. Alrighty, the fuckers. We are here with our man, the big fella, Jacob from Australia's premier MMA organisation, Hex. He's joining us before March 2nd, the big event coming at Melbourne Pavilion. How are you, brother?
Cheers.
Good, boys. Thank you for having me on.
Let me hang on. Okay.
How we feeling, mate? Been a big day for combat sports?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a sad day, you know.
We've covered this.
Oh, God, don't make me
We've
relive.
covered this.
I'm going to relive
We
the
got
fucking
you back,
emotions.
though. You're matchmaking. Tell Jacob something. Tell him what he thinks.
All right, I was matchmaking. I had Ian Gary versus Jack Della Maddalena coming up. That's a good fight. I think that's a good fight. I think I had Sean Strickland versus Rob Whittaker. I think I had Volk just taking a bit of a break and just chilling out.
Yeah.
Could he get a job with you reckon, as a matchmaker?
Oh, maybe.
How are we feeling, mate? We've got a big event coming up. Only what? 3 weeks away? 2.5?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Or less
big.
than 2 weeks
Jesus,
now.
2 weeks.
13 days. But feeling really good. The event's almost sold out and it's going to be another big card. So, yeah, really excited for it.
You talk about sellouts. This bloke sells out every event. Go into festival halls, sell out. Pavilion, sell out, sell out, sell out. How have you been able to build it up to a point where you have that loyal fan base to be able to do that? And is it stressful when you put a date out there? Do you stress about selling it out, or are you pretty comfortable now?
No, we're pretty comfortable. I think we just put on the fights that the fans want to see.
Yeah.
We obviously build a lot of media around the fighters and build stories around them. And the fighters are great helping us out selling tickets as well. So
Yep.
it's not really that stressful, to be honest.
Festival hall was big though. That's big.
Yeah, that was a bit of a stressful event. I was glad to see the backside of that, but it was another big step for us, you know, in the growth of Hex.
Like, iconic venue here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it was a successful night. Do you reckon you'll get back in there at any point?
Yeah, I think we'll be back there at the end of the year. We just went back to the pavilion for the first show of this year because we're also planning the show in New Zealand. So
Massive.
yeah,
Massive. And, like, MMA in Australia is almost going through like a resurgence, isn't it, right now? It's a glory. It's golden times right now for Aussie MMA. And you guys are at the forefront. 3 title fights. How exciting is it?
yeah. Well, we're always trying to put on a couple of title fights on the card, and you know we're lucky that we've got the best guys in the country that want to fight on the show. We've got Harry Webb and Abdallah Biata, which is just going to be an absolute banger of a fight.
I know it is.
2 guys probably on the brink of the UFC. You know, Abdallah, if he gets the job done, he's 10-1. He's probably getting signed. And Harry at 4-0, he's probably looking at a Contender Series fight.
He's like a young phenom coming through the ranks, isn't he?
I think it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yep.
I think he's destined for the UFC. He's so talented. He's a black belt in karate. He's got the look. He's just the whole package.
And we hear about the discipline karate. We hear about it's a bit of a forgotten discipline, but most of the guys we've had on the pod. So if you're going to get a child into it, get into karate first, and then
the
get
basics,
in. Is that something that you hear around the traps about this black? You don't get many black belt karates getting around, do you?
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that come through that are black belts in karate, but I think that transitioning into MMA, it's you know they can kind of keep that range. They've got that unorthodox striking and a different style that is really hard for traditional MMA fighters to.
Got that range, yeah. They keep them at distance, and like Wonder Boy style.
Yeah.
If you're not, familiar with it, it can be very difficult.
Yeah,
That'd be my
definitely.
kind of style. Keeping blokes at distance. just
like the ruck, just keeping blokes
stay
like that.
right away from me. Anytime when I play football, any ruckman jumps at me, I just step aside, let them jump through. Just that's I don't like any contact, mate.
Not a chance,
so any sort of distance, that's where I'm at.
And
so
it's going to
maybe-
come in handy. He's fighting Biata, who's fucking 6'3".
Yes.
The man is a physical specimen, it must be said.
Yeah, so he's 190 centimeters, but he's got a 200 centimeter reach.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Which is ridiculous.
He's fucking
he's obviously fighting at lightweight for this fight, but he's a natural featherweight.
Yeah.
So for him to be that big, he'd probably be the biggest featherweight in the world.
I felt like he fought the Kamikaze Josh Kuhn, didn't he, last year or whatever it was, and I felt it was awkward because Kamikaze tried to cut down to featherweight, which was like, good, I'm going to go down a weight and try and assert my dominance. But they put him up against fucking Biata, who has this inhuman range.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't help you, man. All of a sudden, you're up against a fucking freak. So
It was a setup, wasn't it?
It was almost a setup for old Joshy Kuhn, our man, friend of the pod.
Yeah, he's a bit of a phenom, Abdallah, because he's not like really skinny. Like he's still like jacked. He's got the
Jalen Turner.
He's got the 8-pack and the guns. Like he's
How good do we have an 8-pack?
yeah.
I've not even got a 0.5 pack, mate.
I've just got the 1 pack in here.
Fuck, mate, I've got a negative 12
I've
pack.
got an 8 pack though. Like, that's ludicrous.
I'd suck myself off. Over that pack, mate. Like,
Well, you could have had an 8 pack.
absolutely.
Yeah, knowing you,
a lot of
absolutely.
eights. But look, no, he is a freak. So it's going to be a hell of a fight up against Harry Webb, who's what, he's at 4-0. So he's
Great
still.
nickname, Harry Webb.
Yeah, the human highlight reel.
I thought you had something up your
And
sleeve.
you called him something, the Spider.
No, well, that's just so. I didn't call it. Spider. That's flat.
You had
Spider.
something when I text we were going to have him on.
Charlotte's maybe. I don't know. I've got nothing else.
Don't know, maybe made the whole thing up. Could have made the whole thing
I don't
up.
think I was calling him
You're a
Spider
nickname
Web.
merchant though, so I just
Flat Spider.
Maybe not Spider
I was
Web.
calling him. No, I got nothing. Fuck me.
You keep talking. I'm going to look for it because I'm going to bring.
Well, that's the
I'm going
main
to call
event.
you out
Yep.
live on Australia's
Correct.
Hottest Pod
Yep,
about this.
So that's Spud. That's what I'm calling him.
Spud Web.
Spud.
That wasn't what you called him, but I like it.
I come up with that just then.
Spud Webb.
Spud Webb. So that's the main event.
Yep.
As you said, we've got a couple more title fights. Under that, we got this is a big fight actually. Very almost maybe controversial. Alden Bates coming up to fight Jono McAuliffe.
Yep. Yeah, it was a fight that kind of fell into our lap, I guess. Obviously, Jono with a super impressive performance at the last Hex show, and he's someone that wants to stay active. He wants to fight on every show until he gets to the UFC, and we're having a bit of difficulty finding him an opponent. And then Alden Bates, his title opportunity fell through on another promotion, and they hit us up straight away, and we got it done. The other promotion did try to poach that fight from us, but we got it done. It was a pretty easy
Politics at play potentially.
one. Yeah, there's a bit of politics.
Always
but
politics, man.
Should work in together, Mako.
There's always
100%.
fucking-
We work in with other pods. We're Australia's hottest pod, but anyone who wants to just get involved with us.
We're happy to just
we're
deal
never
with
putting the foot on
Australia's
the
second,
throat.
third, fourth hottest
You want to be
pod?
the 17th hottest pod and have a
We'll
chat
work
with
it.
us? We'll I think it's all for the sport.
I think it's good, but Alden Bates is a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
For anyone out there that maybe doesn't know him, he beat Jack Della Maddalena in
Did
his
he?
first or second fight. Then,
Oh, that's a good.
look, let's not go too far into it. Ended up getting knocked the fuck out in the rematch.
Yep.
But he's a tough man. We saw him actually over in Perth earlier last year in Feb.
Did we?
In
For the
Feb,
other promotion?
yeah, for the other promotion. We won't talk about them. But he's a tough man, so it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I have absolutely no clue how he makes welterweight because he's enormous.
Jack,
he
mate.
has muscles on muscles.
He's on the secret juice.
He's huge. And talking about 8 packs before, he's probably got a 10 pack.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could get more.
he's
eh?
in the teens, I reckon. 13, 14 sort of stuff.
He's a big boy and he's got 7 knockouts in his 8 wins. He's just
Bad
got
man.
that. He's got that one.
But
punch
shout out
knockout
to
power.
Jono McAuliffe down at Combat 1, I believe.
Yep.
We love down there. Shooter. Jim Crute was a big Combat 1 man. We love him.
Yep.
It's family down there. So, look, we don't normally get involved in, like, picking sides, but I'm Team Jono for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You normally sit on the fence. It's big.
No, I'm picking the team here. I'm
big.
Team Jono.
What team are you?
Jono.
Yeah, we're fucking Jono, mate. Any friend of
I
Jim
go with
Crute
Mako.
is a
I go
friend
in
of
all with
ours.
the Mako.
Any friend of Jim Crute's a friend of ours, mate.
You speak about the UFC. Do you ever have any? Do they ever like hit you guys up? Talent profile? Like I don't really know how it works, right? Because you said these guys get signed out of the other promotion and yourself.
Yeah.
Do they ever like ask for video, or do they ring you up and go, "Who are the guys?" Or is there any connection there, or is it? I know they've got a bit of a thing with the other, but have they ever
They'd have
sort
their
of
feelers out, wouldn't they?
their feelers, talent guys?
We've got a working relationship with Peter, who's the VP of the UFC in Australia.
Big Kloshka? How do you say that?
Big
He's
Pete.
prominent on LinkedIn, Kloshka. He loves a LinkedIn post. He'd tell you, get on LinkedIn every day. He's doing something
Big
on
Pete
there.
Kloshka.
Big Kloshka.
I don't know if we can talk about him, mate. We'll get fucking blackballed. No, we love
We're
Pete.
talking positive. That's a positive. There was nothing negative.
No,
We're
absolutely.
big
So
Kloshka.
you've got a relationship, though, with them.
Yeah. So good working relationship with them, and a lot of the times it's the fighters' managers that are reaching out to us to grab the footage to then send off to the UFC.
Yep.
But I think now that we've, obviously we had Kevin Jasay last year
Yeah,
that got signed, and he's 2-0 in the
Two-weight
UFC.
champ,
Yep. 2-0 in the UFC now, and on a bit of a roll. So I think now that we've got that one since we took over, it's just going to start like a snowball effect.
Well,
and
you've
I think,
had a who's who of blokes in Hex that are now
unbelievable.
in the UFC. Obviously, Israel Adesanya was a big one.
Yep.
Our man, Jim Crute, the Crutie Pie, one of our...
whole career on Hex.
Absolutely.
Destroyed everyone he fought on Hex
Just
too.
fuck blokes.
just being a bloke, just fighting from like Terrelgan and getting Jimmy Crute.
Just
Like,
getting
geez,
fucking
you'd be like, fuck,
Crute
really?
is the barber
Gonna give me
beefcake.
the bloody Crudy pie. Christ.
You've had one of our favourite blokes, the cutest man in the world, Josh Coolabauer, was a Hex champ.
He had that disgusting holding the fence stomp to the stomach.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
He's one of the cutest men, but Christ, he's bad, isn't he?
He flicks a sweet.
He
Yeah,
does.
Have you ever been out on the town with Josh Coolabell?
I haven't yet.
Between us,
He's a bit wild, isn't he?
he has a fucking...
In the cab, it was funny. I was in the front. I heard him go, geez, you flicked a switch.
He flicks a switch, Josh Coolabell.
I do vividly remember him destroying one of you guys in a skull off.
He's beaten me twice.
Oh, yeah. He keeps
I think one of them was at Hex, wasn't it?
It was, mate. Yeah, it was.
And
last year,
will he be down? He wouldn't be because he's in camp.
he's in camp.
Nah, not for this one.
Hate Coolabell camp.
I love Coolabell. He's a bad man.
Love
on the
him,
piss,
but hate him when he's in camp.
hate Camp Coolabell. Yeah, no, I love piss drinking Coolabell.
Hopefully we can get our man Volk down to support Colby. And,
I was going to
Mitch.
get to that actually. Yeah,
Well, I reckon he will. He's a team
I think
guy.
so, yeah.
We'll get to that actually. Yeah, friend of the pod.
Yep.
Down with the thickness, Matthew. Colby, the slickness, thickness.
Do you think he's missing a opportunity with his entrance music?
Yeah, 100%.
How's he not using Disturbed? Down with the thickness.
He goes with these like trendy,
That's what he said.
trendy,
We had him on the pod, and he's like, "I like the rave stuff."
And we're like, on skin.
No.
I'm like, you got to play into it a little bit.
Come on, be the Disturbed guy.
He should be selling T-shirts.
The whole crowd would be getting behind
Could you believe it?
Is that it?
The wah,
The wow, just set the joint on fire, wouldn't
and
it?
you don't need to send the joint on fire. You do that, the joint's actually in trouble.
The chicks would be moistening. It'd just be ridiculous.
They always have a
I mean, I think they're probably moistening anyway. He's got
peroxide.
He's got the slim shady
We're
hair.
talking about 8 and 10 packs. He's probably got a 14 pack. So here, I've got a T-shirt with him on it. Felt weird walking out the house the other day, but it was just a man with blonde hair with washboards.
He's in shape, our man Colby Thickness.
Yeah,
so that's a big fight, actually.
How do you see
Obviously,
that fight going?
Yeah, up against Michael Manu, is it?
Yeah, Mike
big
Manu.
fight.
So Mike Manu's 7-3. Mm-hmm. So a bit more experienced than Colby. And yeah, it's one of those ones that I can't really pick a winner. I've been going back and forth between it, and I think it'll be an interesting fight. Obviously, Colby's probably got the wrestling advantage. Michael's got the striking advantage, but they're both proficient in both areas.
Absolutely.
So I think that could be fight of the night.
It's definitely a chance. And obviously, Colby coming from freestyle, you just can't underestimate what that means to a fighter, and working with the Volk and Joe Lopez and all the guys that are up there constantly in, day out, it's got to help a bloke.
Yeah, I think just the game planning that they do for all the guys, not just for Volk or for the UFC guys. I think even for Colby, for Amina, for Mitch, like they put a lot of Joe puts a lot of time into these guys, and their fight IQ is so high. Working with someone like Volk and Joe every day, your fight IQ would be incredibly
And it's not
high.
just like, we just focus on Volk and the rest of you can fuck off.
No.
Like, we were in there. There's got a fucking whiteboard up on the wall. All their names are written down. They got their next fight coming up and what's
Don't give
going
away
on.
too
Where
much. Don't
we
give
don't
away
have to give away the
Think about it.
secrets.
Jesus
but
Christ.
it's not-
Lips Mako over
It's
here.
not
Give me away.
just look, all right, fun and games.
We'll
gags.
have to cut that one out. Volk won't be
There's
coming
no
back on the pod
whiteboard. It's
after
just
that.
Volk there.
It's not just Volk and the rest of you can fuck off. It's everyone gets
it's
the same level of commitment and the same level of focus and time put into them.
Do you remember that we saw that bloke? It was so funny. Remember we saw that professional bloke fighting a guy that had lied about his skill set? We were watching the whole thing happen.
He just lied about everything. He just wanted to come and get a photo with Volk.
You'd be getting some rough blokes off the street of Windang as well.
Wow.
ridiculous.
We haven't told you about what happened in Windang.
What happened?
So we were nervous as shit. We couldn't get by the way, getting accommodation in Windang's very hard.
It's fucking booked, mate. The joint's
We
booked.
booked into the travel lodge,
Booked
like
and
the
busy.
holiday park, haven't we?
No, I shout him out.
Great
Windang
venue.
Tourist Caravan Park.
So I'm nervous. He's nervous. We go to bed. Moist sheets, always a bad sign. I've worked on the road for beer company. When you stay in a joint, it's moist sheets. You go, fuck, right? There's something on these. Anyway,
Mildew.
so I've woken up at probably 4:30, 5 a.m. to a lady screaming.
This is no good.
It's shocking. You fucking broke me jaw. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, is this Volk interview poo nerves? Or is there a lady out there with a broken jaw? Sort of fell asleep, went back. Because I'm not running out there, by the way. Because the guy who comes out, the saviour always gets killed.
Yeah.
I'm not in the businesses.
We're about to interview the Volk. We've got no time for a hero here, Jacob.
I'm
time
telling
for a
you,
hero.
I'm not running out as a saviour.
And we've already established that you're the
Karate guy, keep a distance. There's no way on earth if there's a maniac out there breaking jaws. I'm keeping him a distance by staying in my cabin.
Oh, yeah.
So I woke up with you. I go, do you hear that lady
I didn't hear it.
yelling
Slept
out?
like a
You
baby.
go, nah.
Slept
We
like
went
a
out
baby.
when I saw Eddie's barber.
When got some
Anthony.
brekkie, got a bonds trim.
Got a bonds trim.
Got a
Came
beard
back.
trim.
divvy van, bloke getting slammed into it, screaming, I didn't do it. Hang on, that's the jawbreaker. So Windang's
finest.
It's a bit of a rough draw. I compare it to Frankston.
It's kind of like
it's
that.
beautiful, isn't it, though,
Frankston.
where it is.
Yeah, we
like Frankston.
We got the Joe Lopez scenic tour, and we went up there to film a video with the boys up there, and Joe took us on a scenic tour of Windang, took us through all the old war tunnels and
sites.
They got a scenic tour of Windang.
What was your highlight?
Yeah, probably going through the tunnels. Joe was telling us some stories which I definitely can't share on the pod, but
tunnels like mole people living under the ground.
No, I think like war tunnels.
Yeah, they're like the war tunnels.
Oh, shit. Yeah, right.
And there was some interesting stories of what
mole.
I thought mole people like Vegas. You seen the Vegas mole people?
Vegas mole people, Windang mole people.
Windang war veterans or the Vegas mole people? Take your pick, mate. No, it sounds good.
It was good, yeah. But like I said, I can't share any of the stories on the podcast.
Did he take you to the bowls club?
No, he didn't. No.
Take you to the fucking the Ampole?
He took me to a pho joint, I think.
Ooh,
we had a nice pho.
Nice feed.
Yeah.
Good. Well, Colby Thickness, we'll get back to the fights.
Yeah.
He obviously coming out of freestyle, probably a fan favourite on the night. Maybe I'm not going to,
be a fan favourite.
Maybe the Volk might be there. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe. We hope. Knock on wood.
So that's a co-mate?
Nah. That's down the card, mate.
Yeah, it's down the card. That's how stacked this card is.
Should be the co-mate.
This card's fucking stacked.
Think Nazy not the co-mate?
No, we got title fights, mate. This is a number one contender fight.
It is, yeah, number one contender. We've got the bantamweight title fight on the card.
Let me write that down.
We've got, Paul Loger and Cody Adam.
Viper Vale? No, that's not a title fight either.
No.
This card's fucking stacked.
It's the most stacked card in Australia. In the world.
Jesus. This is Carmen Electra in 1998. Just stacked.
I should be matchmaking for UFC 300.
100%.
Fucking mate.
Better than the main.
That main event's dog shit. Did you see it?
Yeah, I think it's a good main event, but I think for the hype that they built up around it.
They had no options, mate. Obviously something's gone awry because they got Brazilian card coming up the month after, 301. How do you not put Pereira as the main event for the Brazilian card? You know why? Because they're panicking for 300. Yeah. They must have had nothing.
Yeah, I think the Connor and Chandler thing obviously
injuries like Adesanya maybe and Dreykus maybe getting injured and Islam not being able to fight in Ramadan. Yeah. Just nothing seemed to work for him in April.
They should be smarter than that though.
Unfortunate. Jamal Hill, I don't know.
You're not a big Jamal Hill guy.
Not a big Jamal Hill guy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Call him out. So
I'm not a big Jamal Hill guy after what he did to our man Jimmy Groot.
Obviously, knocked our man out. The fucking
our man. I love how it is our man.
And he gave him one for his travels too.
We don't like the one for you.
We hate that. And I don't know if anyone out there saw it, but after Jack, our man, we've spoken about him all day, Jack Della Maddalena, but he beat Kevin Holland.
Yep.
Clearly beat Kevin Holland too. Clearly.
Yep.
Clinic 30-27 for mine. Jamal Hill's on the fucking Twitter just going on tangents, calling it a robbery. Like, mate, you are...
Scream CTA.
It's got nothing to do with him. Not his division.
Correct. Sort your shit out, Jamal Hill. And then, like, blokes would call him out, like, are you right, Jamal Hill? Like, did you watch the fight? And then he would run the whole, like, I'm a fighter. Your opinion doesn't mean anything. It's like, come on, cunt.
Yeah, but you've probably been hitting the head a bit.
Come on, Jamal. I'm calling you out, Jamal.
I know.
What else? No, I talked about it actually briefly. The Viper.
Yep.
Up against Kit Campbell. That's a big fight.
Yeah, it's a rematch from a few years back. Obviously, Kit was the Hex welterweight champion, fought Matt, a couple of years ago, and Matt got the job done over a decision. It was an absolute war.
Yep.
And then ever since then, Kit's one of those guys where if someone beats him, he wants to get it back. Mm-hmm. He's been trying to get that fight for a couple of years, and now it's here, and I think there'll be a little bit of bad blood, and those two will be at the press conference, so we'll see what shit you two can stir up there.
Trying to stir something up.
You speak about bad blood. Do you have to vet the security? Because it's a frightening, like it's not like dangerous, but it's a rambunctious crowd. Like people are up at it, and you got fired.
Is egos involved as well?
Do you have to like with you have to back check the bouncer story to be working that night? Because I tell you what, it's.
Yeah, I did have to word the security up for the weigh-ins at the last show with Emrahan and Michael.
Yeah.
And then we had obviously Emrahan was talking shit to Paulo Costa as well, and that almost kicked off.
That bloke, mate. I'm off him.
What's that bloke?
Emrahan, mate. He's fucking thumbs up from Wish. He's not coming on this podcast.
Doing call-outs?
Yeah, I'm calling him
out. I think mad respect to him. He's trying to sell the fight.
You're the promoter.
Create an image for himself,
of course, the promoter.
You just called him out, he goes...
I just thought he made a bit of a dick of himself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he bounced back pretty quick. He was straight back in the gym training, and he'll be back on Hex later this year.
Good. No, he'll bash me, so I retract my statement.
He'll be there for the presser.
He'll bash me right up. I retract my statement.
He'll be out in the car park waiting for you after you heard this.
Oh, boy.
No, we love Imran Khan on this pod. But
What else, Maker?
what else? We got some more fights. I'm just going to just have a look.
Yep.
It doesn't stop, mate. It's
It doesn't.
just packed
It's-
all the way.
it's-
I want to shout out Harmison. Yeah, he's another freestyle bloke.
Stephen?
Yep.
Stephen Harmison.
I think it's
the
the-
right arm quick.
The brawling bricklayer, I think his nickname is.
It's got to be the right arm. They've got right arm over.
They got some good nicknames up there.
We like Mitch Harmo. He's a friend of the pod, actually. Follows the boys, gets
Does he?
around us, so we like him. Partner of Amina Hadaya as well, who we love as well on this
of course,
pod.
yeah,
So
okay.
he's making his pro debut, am I right?
Yeah, 6-0 as an amateur. And yeah, like we spoke about before, anyone that's coming out of that gym, is going to be good.
Yep.
And he's just like a big brawler. Just he's got that dog in him, and he'll.
I like that.
Yeah,
Love
we
blokes
love
with the
that.
dog in him.
Yeah.
That's
Tell you
want.
what, this is going to be a thing to be at, Mako Show.
It's going to be a huge night.
And
March
that-
2nd.
and that I think that fight's the second fight on the card.
Jesus.
that just shows.
On prelims, you're talking, not even main. Like,
Yep.
yeah, it's stacked from go to woe, isn't it?
Yeah, and it'll be good to have you boys down there
We'll
to
be down
cover
there.
it.
We'll be talking. I don't know what we'll
coming
be
off
doing.
a
but-
Bucks weekend.
Yeah, he's going to be fucking pissed as fuck.
Coming off a 12 o'clock start. We're barreling after a few curlies at the presser. And blokes will be coming for me.
Nah, it's going to be a big night, mate. We can't thank you enough for coming on the pod. It's been a pleasure. March 2nd, Melbourne Pavilion. Where
Cheers.
can you get the pay-per-view as well? It's not just in person. You can watch it too.
Yeah, so the pay-per-view can be streamed on beIN Sports and also on Amazon Prime. So
Fucking oath.
Tell you
beIN's
what.
just signed a big deal with
Amazon.
them, and so that's another big thing for us.
Shout out Jeff Bezos, friend of the pod.
Yep,
Maybe get Bezos enough to go.
personal friend. We go.
Or Hexagon, I should say.
We go way back, me
Well,
and Jeff.
we're only like we got mutual friends with Mark Zuckerberg, so it makes
Yeah.
sense that we're now friends with Jeff Bezos.
Basically, we're all connected, aren't we?
Can we get Mako in a Hexagon?
And I'm friends with you guys, so I'm pretty much friends with the
Just
Zuck
quickly,
as well.
can we get him against an AFL player?
I'll
think
fight
so.
Fev. We saw Fev on the last one.
Mason Cox, maybe. I think what
Too
we
close to home because he's on the Mason Cox pod. So
Yeah, man.
what,
yeah.
what were you saying before we started recording about Coxie?
Saying he's a fucking big gimp with his fucking goggles on, mate. You know, good. Even Reece Stanley
You're
jumps all
eating-
over you,
you
mate.
don't shit where you eat, Mako Shark. This is huge from you.
He's going to be at the show, by the way.
He's going to produce one of the world's worst pods now.
Hey, you're all right, Mason. You're all right, mate. I think Reece Stanley takes you. Don't worry
Go
about
back
that.
to who you're going to fight.
Who am I fighting? I don't know.
Fev?
I'll fight Fev.
I reckon you and Spider Everett would be a good one.
Oh, that'd be huge.
He's
He's
about
old.
60 by now, isn't he?
I like that. I like that for you.
You might have a chance.
You're a young
now.
buck with a sharp elbow. Sharp,
I don't
sharp your
mind it.
elbow. You got the
I don't
sharpest
mind it.
elbows in the world.
We'll talk contracts after we jump off air. So, no, look, it's
We'll
been
get
a
him back
pleasure.
on. Though. We'll get him back on. We love him.
We'll get you on every single fucking.
He's now a triple threader. Pod
radio. Yep.
and now video.
Studio. Jacob's a fucking Hall of Famer here on Who the Fuck.
I know.
You
We won't
obviously,
tell him that you
we're
got
going
his
to
name
wrap it
wrong.
up
You got
because
his name wrong
Coco's,
before that.
we're going late here. I did get your name wrong, actually. I said Jared before you got here, accidentally.
And then I said he didn't have the balls to
didn't
wind
know,
you up.
yeah.
When he was going to intro you, we said, go with Jared. But
Couldn't do
I think
it,
he
yeah.
was frightened that you'd come across the...
Yeah, I know. I'm within arm's distance of you.
You've got fucking face stickers too. I'm terrified. Terrified.
They are. They're
They
nice.
are
though.
terrifying. But you're a lovely man.
They're not
But
terrifying. They're quite lovely.
before we wrap it up, which we will any minute now, Coco, sorry, you've got a New Zealand card coming up too. Let's just quickly wrap over that, if you can.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge event. It's our first international show. We've been to Perth in the past, but making the trip across the sea, and there's some ridiculous talent over there. You've got the main event with the Balkan Bear,
The big fella.
Brando.
Yep,
who's,
CKB.
Marlon.
Yeah, he's probably
like that.
he's probably ready for the UFC now. He's got a big kickboxing resume, but he just wanted to have a couple of MMA fights. So got him. We'll have Navajo Sterling on.
Yeah, he's a fucking operator, that bloke.
I might break a little bit of news here, but we'll have Blood Diamond on the card as well.
Oh, I saw that. He wrote
There you
it.
go.
Coco loves a
There you
news
go.
break.
Who the fuck exclusive
I
there.
like
So
it. Clip it.
Clip it.
clip it. Blood Diamond will be on the card.
You're going to fuck blokes up too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a scary
We might have
motherfucker.
to-
Get him on.
We might have to fly across the Dutch.
We might have to get him
and
on the
come
pod.
over for it.
Get the diamond on.
Chuck it on the business card.
We'll go across the Dutch, Matthew.
Well, we lost a bit today, but we weren't talking about
Mate,
that.
if we had a one today, we would have come over.
We emptied the coffers.
I lost straight off the bat with the Roman Kopylov fight.
Fluffy all day,
he was
mate.
a shoo-in.
No, fluffy all day,
I thought
baby.
he was a shoo-in.
We go with the onset man, Fluffy.
We love the fluffer. But look, Navajo, that's a big fight.
Yeah, he's another big talent, Navajo.
He is. I was actually forgot
Is
about
it the desert?
the Navajo Desert. I think it might.
Are you thinking like maybe Nevada?
And the Navajo? Is it?
Coco in the booth. He does.
Okay.
He's just shaking
He's
his head.
just saying, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
In disgust.
No, but that's big.
He's looking at his watch.
Blood Diamond. You've actually just launched that today on the pod. I like that.
Gotta
So that's a worldwide exclusive.
What poor sap is he fighting?
I can't reveal that yet. We do have someone for him.
Okay. All right.
Is it the Mako show?
Yeah, well, shout out this bloke.
We got to talk contracts after this.
What do you take? 4 to arrive and 4 to win?
I'll take 6 and 6.
Oh.
Six what dollars?
600.
How good's the confidence of winning though? 6 and 6.
I'll just be taking a flat. I'll be taking a flat fee, maybe 1,000 flat fee if I was you.
Nah, look, we can fucking talk absolute tripe here all day, but we'll wrap it right up.
Wrap it.
Thank you to
Thank you for having me
Delgado.
on,
Thank you
boys.
to Jacob from Hex coming in. Thank you everyone watching. Matthew,
Love.
share, comment,
YouTube.
rate,
You've got to build that
subscribe,
YouTube.
Save the video.
jerk off, do all what you want, mate.
Enjoy Delgado. Beautiful
It's a
drop.
seasonal liquid.
Wrap it up, Matty.
No, you always close.
You wrap it up.
No, you close it.
Jacob, wrap it up.
Thanks for tuning in.